I'm jumping in even if I don't know how to swim. Working like it's two of me, but I ain't got a twin. Wait a minute, this that theme music. Go hard in the paint to get a ring music. This for my people that really never had nothing. The money will come, they do it because they love it. This for my niggas who's tired of being tired. Never take a seat, stand up like Richard Pryor. Always trying to reach everything they desire. I'm just trying to preach that you can take it higher. I said I feel like I'm the greatest.
Today's episode was brought to you by the Comfort Experts. See us for all your heating and air conditioning needs. For more information, visit onehouраircarolinas.com. That's onehouraircarolinas.com.
Hey, the Young Hustlers are showing up. Jared.
We're kind of matching today. We got the blue thing going.
At Jared Glant right here.
At Grant Cardone right here.
Come on, welcome to the Young Hustlers, one of our most popular shows.
Man, I wish we could have got the image on the back.
At GrantCardoneTV.com.
The big 100 back there. That would have been
This
nice.
is our 100th show.
How do you say 100 in Spanish?
You say
100 episode.
in any language, my friend.
Episodio
In any
100.
language, show number
This is the
100.
Ben
By the way, we
the
will
Ben
be
Franklin
giving
show.
the Ben Franklin show. We will be giving this away today to someone for some reason, and I have more where that came from. You, young man, you get $5.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's to pay for that
I will
23.
buy you a cup of coffee with this.
Yeah.
How about that?
Hey, welcome to Young Hustlers. Every Thursday at
noon.
12 p.m.
East Coast Standard Time.
That's right.
At East Coast
Here
Standard Time.
in GrantCardone.com, GrantCardoneTV.com studios.
We're bringing you the hits, man.
The hits, baby, the hits. Now, why do we do this show, Jared? Because you're the one that had the idea to do the show.
So the reason we started this show back in the day, 100 episodes ago,
100.
was because, man, I got sick and tired of hearing people I was reading about people counting millennials out, entitled, first generation that'll have less than their parents, and, you know, I just felt like I completely broke every one of those stereotypes, and I figured that there were more people out there like me, so I said, Uncle G!
Yeah.
Said we should
And I've always defended millennials, dude.
You have.
In this show, you know, a lot of people's like, oh man, this is for millennials. I'm like, not really, dude. It's for anybody that's got a young hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Like regardless of how old you are. I mean, does anybody really care how old somebody
You got
is?
some young hustle.
Huh?
You got like wild maniac 3-year-old hustle. Like
Yeah,
where
yeah.
You're just running everywhere
I
all the
love
time.
that, man. Hey, you can call us today, 305, if you want to be part of the 100th episode of Young Hustlers. 305-865-8668. 305-865-8668. We'd love to hear from
We
you.
already got some action on the chat. Renee, Whosoever Press, Frank the Tank, Keith, Get Freed, G Blanco, Ernie, Bronson, Luis, Jason. Come on, man.
Come
Kyle
on,
Schilling.
man.
Thanks for showing up, guys.
So, Jared, what have we talked about? What are some of the topics we've talked about over the last year?
We've talked about a lot, man. We've
Millennials.
talked about millennials. We've talked about
Jobs.
success, follow-up, getting hired, finding a mentor.
Money.
Prospecting for new business, making a cold call, right?
Mystery shops.
Tighten your pitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pitch, the elevator pitch show. That was
everybody
awesome.
loves
What was
that
our
show.
favorite show? Did we have a favorite show?
Man,
I would love to know what our best viewed show was.
We've got one of the follow-up shows has like 80,000 views on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do millennials not follow up?
Self-confidence. I think people just like the how-to. Like this audience, when we do the how-to shows, like
Yeah.
how to actually do something, they really like it. You know.
You know,
They respond.
I did a thing with iHeartRadio this morning. What's the guy's name that I do that
Jimmy
with?
Cephalo.
Jimmy
Cephalo.
Cephalo. You don't know this, but Jimmy Cephalo played in the NFL. Did you
did
know
he?
that?
No, I did not know that.
So because you're a millennial.
I didn't know about Fran Tarkenton either.
Yeah, so check it out. So Jimmy says to me this morning, hey man, what when you're looking to hire somebody, are you looking for millennials? You don't want it? What's wrong with you, man?
You can have it.
Dude, never ever turn money. I give the guy $5 and he sends it back to me. That was a freaking rude, man. Somebody gives you money, say thank you, man. I appreciate that. Why don't you sign it for me? So that's all right, man. So Jimmy says to me, but seriously, when somebody gives you something, you should never give it back to them, ever. Okay, it's rude. So Jimmy says to me, he's like, hey man, when you're looking to hire somebody, you know, how important is age? I mean, millennials, Gen Ys, Gen X's, millennials, baby boomers. I'm like, dude, age means nothing to me, zero. Willingness means something to me. The willingness to look at something. Hey, what's dirty? What's out? What can be fixed? What do we need to do? And then following it up until it happens. Like the willingness to confront the ugly stuff, not just the easy stuff.
Yep.
And I think that that's what will cause people to see you despite your age. Okay, this guy was in there making calls. He was doing the calls necessary. He kept showing up. He kept hitting on the board.
Even when it got hard.
Even when there was problems, there was situations, there was personality conflicts. He's like, look, I'm going to focus on my deal and I'm going to get freaking results. I value that as a business owner. And I think the economy, the marketplace will value production, not what we had a meeting this morning with our PR team, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't care what other PR people do. I don't care what other media does. I want results. Like it's hard to, when you get results every day, right? What are people asking you, man?
So on the chat, DeIvory, Amy Nicholas, caught your Periscope this morning.
DeIvory, by the way, is a policeman here in
he came by
Dade
yesterday.
County. Great guy.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Dude.
Hustling, working full time.
Saved me from 5 tickets.
Full time is a police officer.
Yeah.
And he also has a real estate business on the side. So he's got his hustle game on.
Young hustler, man. I don't even know what hustle means. Have you ever looked up the word?
I don't know if the connotation is.
No. There's a negative term. There's a negative.
To force someone to move hurriedly or unceremoniously in a specified direction.
Yeah.
To obtain by forceful action or persuasion. Busy
Take
movement
this
and
$5.
activity, or the informal is a fraud or a swindle.
Yeah, go to translations or sell aggressively, engage in prostitution.
Hustling is the Middle Dutch origin.
Okay, it comes from the word, comes originally shake,
or
toss.
toss.
Hustle, man. Shake it, toss it, move it around. Let's get it going, right?
Right.
So if you're not a prostitute, okay, and you're not using force, it means to hurry and bustle. How fast do you move from one activity to another activity? Most people don't hustle from activity to activity. You know, most people, I say, hey man, write an article. Okay, I wrote one this morning when we were doing this PR meeting. I'm like, look, I want to distribute content. While we were doing the meeting, I wrote one. It took 4 minutes to write something. This first book I wrote, Sell or Be Sold, it was written in 3 hours, dude. It's hustle. Yeah. Get it done, man. Now this last book I've been writing, because they told me they won't publish until August of next year, guess what?
There's no time.
If you'd have told me I need to be done by the end of the month, dude, by the end of this show, boom, I finished the book. Stay with us. You're watching Young Hustlers. Jerry
Grant
Glenn.
Cardone TV.
Internet marketer, network marketer, internet entrepreneur, or business owner, pay attention to this offer. CPA, known as Cost Per Action, promotes offers to top companies via paid traffic platforms. Imagine positioning yourself as the dominant player in your industry all over the internet, with people seeking you out for job opportunities, your product, and your service, while increasing your income to over 6 figures in 9 months. The Millionaire Mastermind will show you how. Learn through us with step-by-step digital instructional programs, free weekly webinars, and 24/7 customer support. The Millionaire Mastermind is the go-to expert for all resources and training to thrive in this industry. And it all starts with our free 6 Figures to 9 Months webinar. Sign up for your free 6 Figures in 9 Months webinar at themillionairemastermind.com/6 figures. That's the Millionaire. and you can have everything you want in business and in life. New York Times best-selling author and international sales and business expert Grant Cardone is now releasing a never-before-seen recording of the Monterrey, Mexico Sell or Be Sold seminar. Thousands were in attendance for this event and paid over $800 per ticket, and we are releasing it to you today for only $199 as an on-demand video seminar. When you invest today, you also receive the ultimate Sell or Be Sold package, including the Axiom Gold Award-winning Sell or Be Sold hardcover book, the Sell or Be Sold MP3 with over 12 hours of content, the digital video quick read book for your on-the-go needs with access to 21 exclusive videos, the massive Sell or Be Sold course workbook to solidify your entrepreneurial growth, and the companion trainer's manual for the course workbook to help your team master the sales process. Get access right now at grantcardone.com/Sell or Be Sold. That's grantcardone.com/Sell or Be Sold.
My man.
Welcome back to Young Hustlers
Hey.
at Jared Glant.
100.
I got to figure out a reason to give this $100 away. So look, man, you guys are rolling. Y'all here, 305-865-8668. This is at Jared Glant. Dude, we got matching jackets on.
Cardone.
No,
And
follow
we're
at
pretty-
Jared Glant.
Follow at Grant
Follow at,
Cardone.
yeah, that's right there.
Hey, so look, so what we wanted to do on the show today,
Lewis House is coming in here
I
today,
know,
by
he
the way,
is
right
coming
after
in,
I
man.
do this
He
deal,
is,
okay?
He is. So yesterday I posted on Facebook, hey, what topics do you guys want to talk about on the show today? I just wanted to get some ideas, and there were probably 80 responses in
Oh, wow, awesome.
a really short period of time. And so I just took them and I said, hey, you know what? We're going to make this show about you guys. So what I'm going to do, we're going to play a little thing. We're going to play a little thing here. Oh, dude, I love that. That is awesome.
100.
We're going to do a little thing here. We're going to play some rapid fire. You up for rapid fire?
I'm always up
you,
for
Can
rapid
you
fire.
drop your genius? And
Man, there's a lot of us stuff up there,
Man,
man.
there's
There's a
hundreds.
lot of us.
Dude, that was my favorite episode. Look with you, the white jacket on.
Oh yeah, dude.
You remember that with the
right,
glasses?
Right, that was
Dude,
awesome.
that
man.
was
why
hilarious.
why the little green things? They don't see it, but I see the little.
No, they can see him.
They can see them too.
Okay, so look,
No,
you ready?
I like that, dude. That looks good.
You ready?
Leave it like it is, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Zach Mulizanov,
Zach.
he wants to know how to build confidence. 20 seconds, go.
Oh, dude, the way you build confidence is you got to train, you got to educate, you got to read, and you got to listen. So I would be listening to a guy like me all the time. Find somebody that you believe in, somebody that feels good to you, and listen to them constantly. You could literally listen to me when you wake up, listen to me on the way to work, listen to me on the way home.
Mandy Arthur wants to know how to be more persistent.
Mandy Arthur, you need follow-up skills. You know, our program,
The follow-up program?
the follow-up program we have, it's at Cardone University. That's what you need because it gives you 50 or 60 different specific ways that you can follow up a customer.
Most people
using
actually
different
educated
technology.
out of being persistent, right?
Oh,
Like,
totally.
persistence.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got what Jared's saying there is you got to get rid of all these ideas that you're being a pest. Dude, I'm going to be a pest. Okay? I'm going to be a pest. How do you know about how do you know about the mosquito? Because he freaking landed on you and bit you.
Now y'all itchy. Put some lotion on that shit.
You got your attention, man.
Okay, so look, Ryan Cichelli, I think, he said, hey, look, I'm grinding every single day. I love my friends, but none of them have the drive or work ethic I do. What do I do?
Need some new friends, bro. But look,
some
don't
new
get rid of the
friends,
friends you have. What I want you to do is I want you to start building out a network of new people. Right? So let's say I have somebody here working in our office and they're like, you know, I don't like the guys I'm working with. Well, dude, bring in some more people that you do like to work with. Okay? The solution is not to go away. The
Right.
solution is, good, then be responsible for recruiting new people around you. You don't get rid of people. You recruit new people to be around you, new friends, new family, right? Build your family out.
Okay, we have Carlos Redlick, who said, how long does it take you to go from idea to action?
Takes me about 5 seconds or
Not
less.
even, man. Not even. Or
I have
less.
an idea. Dude, I have an idea and I do
In
it.
Northwestern Mutual,
Yeah.
when we were walking outside, we were talking with the chick.
Yeah.
And then that guy said, hey, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah.
And then he walked off and she
Yeah.
said, hey, that was the CEO. Without even a second's hesitation, you went off after him.
Look,
Like,
I know,
didn't even think about it.
literally, this is what I do. I have built a mechanism to not add time to fear. I'm scared all the time, man. All the time. I just don't want to add time to it. So, like last night, I spoke at an Ally event. I go in, I'm worried about it. I have concern about it. I'm going to speak to a couple hundred people. they're drinking, they had dinner. I'm like, how's this going to go? I got all these concerns. The more you add time, just the more the concerns get. So just collapse time, go do it right now. Idea, take action.
And then once you get up on stage, it's like,
well, then everybody's all right.
yeah, it kind of opens up.
Even a bad speaker's all right.
Okay, so
Once
look,
they're up there, unless it goes bad.
Sam Thomas wants to know, how do you celebrate milestones, then build momentum?
I don't really celebrate much. My celebrations last about that long, and then I go get me another deal.
That's a powerful lesson I learned from him.
I find a bone. If I was a dog, I would find a bone, go dig a hole, put it in there, and go find another bone. I mean, I'd be just like hustling, man. It's the definition of hustle: bustle, move, go. Right?
Okay, so let's. Kevin Campbell wants to know.
Let me just add to that. Some of you guys are taking vacations too much, man. You guys, oh, I hadn't taken a vacation in forever. Yes, you did. You take Wednesdays off, you're taking Saturdays off and Sundays off, and you're half-ass working when you're at work.
Yeah.
Like God took off one day after he freaking created the entire universe, the oceans,
It's true.
the skies, the planets, the stars, okay? All the animals, the butterflies, the insects, dude, the mountains, right? He kept freaking creating stuff. And then he says, you know what? I'm good, man. He created cigars, Cuban tobacco, right? He freaking throw down the idea down to Fidel. He's like, hey, get you some rollers
Roll
down
them up,
there, right?
man. Roll them up, man. Let's go to a caller.
And then he took a break.
How about Alan from New York?
Alan.
From New York. Welcome to the show, brother.
Brother Alan.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man.
Yo, first off, this is a privilege. I am extremely excited to be here. I want to thank you guys first. You guys literally, in the past 3 months of my life, have changed my life. You guys are influencing me every single day through your periscopes, through your, just strictly motivation and determination. I love it, right?
Dude, that's awesome, Alan.
Man.
Jared, I probably spoke with you before. I'm pretty sure you remember. I'm the gentleman with the allergy testing from New York.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? So since we spoke, you did, talk to me about what I should do. So what I did, I took my first step. I went ahead and purchased the Survival Guide. I'm still waiting on that. And then I got the Millions on the Phone with the secrets to closing also, right? So, right now I'm working with them side by side. It's a lot of information.
Why
so
is he
I'm
waiting
working
on the
at both.
closed Survival Guide? You purchased the Survival Guide and you're waiting for it? Why are you waiting for it?
Well, it's supposed to. I got the book, so I'm waiting for it in the mail, I guess.
Ship it.
Yeah. When'd you order the book, dude?
It was last week. I want to say like on Monday, Tuesday last week.
That's just ridiculous. You should have had it the next day, bro. You order something from me and I don't get it to you. I'm not Amazon, bro. I get it to you the next day. Okay.
Well, honestly, I
guarantee you by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, you're going to be able to put it in your rectum.
You're the man, Grant.
You got it, right? See, who can say that? Who can say that and and the guy says you're the man?
So what's your
I
question?
can't wait for the insert. Dude, we're going to give you a closer Survival Guide enema tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. You video that, I'll give you this $100.
There it is. There's the drop, the $100 drop. What's your question?
I want 100,000. I don't want 100.
What's your question, bro?
So real quick on what I do. I work for an allergy testing company, right? So what we do, we provide a no upfront cost solution for providers, right? What they currently do is they refer patients out to an allergist or they do blood, right?
Awesome.
So by doing that, their reimbursements are none, pretty much. By providing a service that we provide them, right, we have no upfront costs, and in addition to that, the insurances pay them amazing, right? Great question, right? So moving into what I'm asking you, right, how do I address those providers, those doctors, who've been just literally affected terribly by salespeople because they sell kits to them. They people that are just pretty much damaged from different salespeople that.
Well, dude, you need to quit talking about the all that. You need to quit talking about all that and what you can do, right? You got to quit talking about all the bad experiences they had and all the other salesperson. I called on clients for years where. I literally sat down in a guy's chair one day. I sat down across from the client, and I could feel the body. The heat,
the warmth
from the seat of the guy that was in front of me, right, selling the guy. So look, I didn't need to talk about how my ass felt warm from the body that just left unsuccessful. I needed to talk about my pitch, what I had to offer, how I could solve a problem. So I would not talk about the last guy. I would be talking about what you can do, how you can do it, how you can guarantee it, and why this client should be suspect of everybody because he's had so many failures. But in this case, we will not fail. You're watching Young Hustlers.
Owning a home has many elements that have to be looked after. One of the most important elements is comfort. and your heating and air conditioning is priority. That's why we stop at nothing to provide on-time service and expertise for all of your heating and cooling needs. We are the comfort experts. We have the solution for all of your trickiest heating and air conditioning needs. That's why we brought you our show, The Comfort Experts. Every week we bring you tips and tricks to improve your home and bring you peace of mind with our quality service tips for home heating and air conditioning maintenance. Visit onehouraircarolinas.com to tune into our weekly updates and services for your home improvement. That's onehouraircarolinas.com today. For ways to raise funds to increase your local impact. If you're a nonprofit, church, civic group, school, or individual, Funds to Org's Shoe Drive fundraiser helps your cause raise funds while supporting micro enterprises in developing nations. Funds to Orgs provides at no charge the tools you need to create a successful, no-calorie fundraising event. Just engage your supporters to collect gently worn, used, and new shoes. We'll transport the collected shoes and issue a check back to you within 48 hours of processing. Sign up now at fundstoorgs.com. That's fundstoorgs.com. If you want success in business and in life, you must learn to sell. It's a way of life. You learn to predict outcomes. You help your customers, and you take massive action. Available now is New York Times best-selling author Grant Cardone's Sell or Be Sold package that gives you everything you need to know to get your way in business and in life. Get the hard copy Axiom Business Award-winning book, the 15-CD audio program, video digital quick read, the Sell or Be Sold MP3 with over 20 hours of content, the Sell or Be Sold workbook and trainer's manual, and a never-before-seen 3.5-hour Sell or Be Sold seminar delivered by Grant Cardone, available for you to watch on demand 24/7. This over $1,200 value is available right now for only $199. Get your package at grantcardone.com/Sell or Be Sold. That's grantcardone.com/Sell or Be Sold.
Yeah.
At Jared Glant.
At Grant Cardone.
Dude, I always say, look, I'll be that uncle you never had. You know what I'm really talking about?
What?
I just wanted somebody to be my uncle.
Oh, man.
I remember, dude, I'm 16 years old, man. I'm so lost, man. I'm lost. I'm like wandering around all the way to the age of 25. Just, and I didn't have a dad, and I saw other guys have dads. Like, your dad's still alive, right? Isn't always good to have a dad alive because he's giving you bad advice. But I was when you don't have a dad, you're like, man, if I had a dad, it'd all be different.
Yeah.
And I had such a resentment because my uncle, the uncle that I wanted to like help me out, you know, he had his own life, man, but I didn't get that, right? So I'm like, man, why didn't he ever check on me, man? Why didn't he care about me, you know? Why?
Uncle V, man.
So I said, you know what? I told my mom, I said, if I ever make it, man, I'm going to be an uncle to a lot of people. So now my goal is to be your uncle. I want to be your, not your daddy.
Not your daddy.
I'm Elena's daddy. I want to be your uncle, okay? All right, other questions, Jared. Here's a great question I see. How do you hold people accountable?
Oh, that's from Billy Scharf.
Yeah, Billy Scharf. How do you hold people accountable? Dude, stats, man. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie, man. You're either getting the numbers or you're not getting the numbers, period. The numbers don't lie. People lie.
Rewards and penalties, too.
And rewards and penalties, not just rewards. Most companies have rewards. There's never a penalty. There has to be penalties because that builds a channel. I was speaking to Ally Bank last night about, look, a leadership's job is also to build, I don't know if you can see this, if it's too white, probably too white, right? It's to build a channel. Over here's out of bounds, over here's out of bounds, right? So this is the channel.
Yeah.
It could be wide, it could be really wide, but I got to know, like when you're driving down the road.
There's a cliff, there's an edge
dude.
that you just don't cross.
Yeah, you can't go all the way over there and you can't go all the way over here. I ride on the edges over here, right?
Yep.
But as long as you have high levels of production with a graph that's going like this, you should be able to sneak over here, man. You get a little muddy. Oh, man. I busted a rim last night on the way home, by the way. We need to send that bill to Ally. Yeah, a guy almost hit me, man, so I had to move over, and I moved a little bit too much, and I hit a freaking curb, so I got a little bit of, I don't know how to bang. If any of you know how to bang out, because I got these nice wheels on my you got a picture of my Range Rover wheels?
On the Range Rover.
Give me a look of a big wheel.
So
okay.
Billy Scharf, hold people accountable,
yeah.
stats, rewards, penalties, okay? Let's look at
how
Chris.
did we get the show? David Bradley, how did you get the show?
Yeah, I mean, I remember we were.
The guy says.
We were driving in the car.
In the car.
In the car. We were coming from Sunny
You
Isles
driving
down
or was
to,
I driving?
You were driving.
Yeah.
From Sunny Isles
And you
down
said,
to Bal Harbor, and I said, hey man, we should create a show.
And what happened?
We did it.
How long after?
Probably the next day.
Maybe the next day, only because we weren't in the office.
Yeah.
So the first time we created a show, we didn't have the studio. I didn't have a studio. We shot wherever. Look, you want to create a show? How about this? You guys, you're a celebrity. You want to celebritize your name. You want to manufacture being a celebrity. You want to become the expert in your space.
Get
Why don't you
attention.
do a show at Grant Cardone TV? Could you even do a show every week? Could you? You know, you've seen me not sit in with Jared. The reason why I've not sat in with Jared on some of these shows is not only am I not available every week, but because I want Jared to run this show. Could you do a show, 52 shows? Because if you can't do 52 shows over the period of a year, I would just say to you,
How about a show every day?
dude, you ain't got any chops, dude. Where's your content? Where's the depth and width of your content and the understanding of that thing? And look, if you don't have width and depth of content, then how are you going to keep showing up in the marketplace delivering something
You
to
get
your
all
clients?
wore out. You get all wore out.
We got people that have really great content, dude. They cannot deliver a show every week. They're like, dude, I just cannot do this every week, man. Why not, dude? Look, if you can't get attention, which is one of the questions here, Kevin Campbell says, how do you get attention? You don't do it once, bro. You get a hit. You can get one big interview with Oprah. So what? What are you going to follow with the next day, the following day, the day after that? I don't need Oprah to find me, man.
Yep.
Okay, when Oprah finds me, she's going to be like, oh my God, you're everywhere. How do you do all this?
The Grant Cardone.
Because she's not going to find
Hey,
you, Kevin.
if you go
right?
on her show, will you give a car away?
Yeah, I'm going to give people away knowledge so they can buy as many cars as they want.
You so slick.
I ain't going to just flip you some
You
keys.
so
I'm going to flip you some keys to the Holy Grail, to the kingdom.
Chris Lancaster,
heaven.
how do
Yeah.
you hitting daily goals while moving forward toward the bigger ones?
Dude, bang, bang, and bang, and then always be writing your goals down. Your long-term goals, I write them down in the morning, I write them down at night. I don't expect to hit my $1 billion cannot be hit today. Okay, no matter how many shows I do, how many calls I make, I cannot hit $1 billion today. It doesn't mean I won't write it down in my day timer, in my 10X planner. I'm going to write down, hey, I have $1 billion worth of real estate that pay me 12% a year. You get it? Okay, let's take a caller. How about Daniel from Denver? Daniel, what's up? Is that Danielle or Daniela?
This is Danielle.
Oh, I'm coming to Denver, girlfriend, to the 10X Summit.
I'm going to be there at the 10X Summit with Danelle Delgado.
Dude,
Is this Danelle?
Yes, it's Danielle.
Oh,
This
it
is
says Daniel. It
Danielle.
says
yeah,
Daniel.
yeah. What's wrong
Is
with
this
you?
Danielle or
What's wrong with
Janelle?
you? Sorry.
Danielle.
So, hey, tell everybody what I'm flying in there for tomorrow, because at 9 o'clock in the morning I'll be on an aircraft.
Grant Cardone is flying into Denver, Colorado to express the 10X rule to us Denverites. And we are so excited to have Uncle G.
And how can people? Oh, it's not. How can people get to the summit?
Well, they just have to hustle. What can I say?
Yeah, no, this is Danielle.
Is this Danelle Delgado?
This is Danielle Brockman, Danelle Delgado's friend.
Oh, got it. But what's the link? Is there a link where somebody can go and purchase a ticket to go to it?
Well, of course there is. If you go to Life Intended on Facebook, Danelle
what
Delgado
intended?
has links
Life
posted
Intended.
all over her page.
Yeah, go to lifeintended.com.
Org.
Lifeintended.
.org.
What, are you guys a charitable?
She's an organization, and she's an LLC, and she's a badass.
Wow, look at
she
that,
is.
dude.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, if you go to lifeintended.org, lifeintended.org, it's an all-day event, 9 o'clock to 5:30. I'm going to be speaking from 2 to 4. The price, if you buy online, is $199 when you go to the door. I don't get anything for saying this, by the way. Is $249. It's going to be an awesome, awesome event. You want to tell them some of the other speakers that are going to be there?
Well, there's going to be a bunch, but first off, I want to say, Uncle G, I'm excited to meet you tomorrow. And secondly, Jared,
She's
you
my
should
niece.
add me on Facebook and join the Millennial Movement. We've been open for 3 weeks and have almost 350 people in our group. It is active and it's upcoming, and I'd like to link it to Young Hustlers.
Oh,
Love
that's
it.
awesome.
Love
We
it.
will definitely do that. So you got Todd Stottlemyre, Gina Weber, Danielle Delgado, Don Hobbs. Any other speakers there that we would know? Corey
Ooh.
Calvin.
Yes, Corey Calvin. Well, it looks like you guys will just have to come and see. And Jared, you should come to the Life Intended 10X Summit.
Dude, Jared will be there. We'll see you guys tomorrow in Denver, all right? Thanks for calling in.
Greg Takis, how do you get unstuck?
Dude, how do you get unstuck? You help other people, man. Start helping other people. Every time I get stuck, I just try to find somebody I can help. Every time, it's like WD-40, man. It's like grease. It's like, I don't know, butter to keep it from sticking. When I get sticky, I just go find somebody to help. Who can I help? Who can I help? Let me get into action.
Right. Change something.
Yeah.
Right?
Like if an egg is gonna stick, or a pancake is gonna stick, or a waffle is gonna stick, what do? Do you either spray it or you keep moving it, right?
Yeah.
You keep moving it around. Just keep, I love doing that since I was a young boy.
How to go from 6 to 7 figures? How'd you go from 6 to 7 figures?
Dude, you got to work. You got to show up every day, work every day, man. Be disciplined. Take the money, the extra money you're earning, you need to set it aside, make sure it's protected. And then once you got enough of that money stacked, okay, don't do it with a little bit of paper. Wait till you got enough stacked and take that stack and make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're going to go into something you can bet it up, go all in on, and you just shove it all in, man. Go all in, okay? Now, Warren Buffett says the biggest risk you have in life is not knowing. Okay?
Yep.
So if you're going to do the real estate game, the reason I play the real estate game is I know that game. I understand the game completely. I don't need to make a bunch of money in every game. I need to know my game. And then when I'm ready, man, when I know I'm going to get a blackjack, when I know I'm going all in. I don't play the blackjack game because I don't know whether I'm actually going to get the cards or not. But in real estate, I know the game so well. I know I'm going to get paid on this deal for sure.
Mm-hmm. And you make big moves when you make moves.
I make big moves, dude. Okay, when I know something, I make a big move. And when I don't know something, like everybody, I make little tiny moves. So if you're making little tiny moves in your life, it's because you don't know something. Because it is in the innate. I believe it's the innate quality of an individual to make giant moves in life. Because we're giants. We're all giants, man.
Let's go to Mohammed from Dallas. Mohammed, what's going on, man?
What's up, Mohammed? You got to talk, man.
All right, let's go to Mark from Ohio.
Marky
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Grant Cardone, the Godfather. How you doing, my man?
What's going on, man?
Well, I'm calling you today because I'd like some direction. I'm kind of at a crossroads in life. If you'll indulge me, I'm considering going back to, I want to get my real estate licensure. I'm not sure if I should do that or stay with automotive sales. So if you could maybe weigh in on...
Dude, you don't need a real estate license, bro. I've never met a real estate agent that had more money than I had.
Right.
Now you need to learn deals, dude. Buy deals, own deals. Like get into the ownership position, not the sales position. You know?
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you want to do the real estate thing, then you need to think, dude, I don't need a real estate license. What you should be thinking about right now is not getting a license. You should be thinking about, how do I become the top real estate agent in the world?
Right.
You understand? I don't want to be a doctor, dude. I want to be the best doctor. I want to be the greatest doctor on mankind. I don't want to be a receptionist. I want to be the person that becomes the example of all receptionists. I don't want to be a social media guy. I want to be the top social media guy in the world. How do I do that? That's different than I need to go get a license.
But what you need to look at too, Mark, is how are you performing in your current position?
I'd say ever since I discovered you guys' materials, I've improved a lot. So, I mean, I'm getting there. I have a lot to learn. Granted,
I think a lot of people, Mark, make moves before they've fully committed and mastered one thing.
Yeah.
Like one thing that, we always talk about is, when you're making a shift and you're moving somewhere, leave on the top, man. So when you can go to the next place you're going, you can take that momentum with you. You can take it into the interview. You can take it on your resume if you're going to put one of those together. But you're taking with you a win instead of a failure.
And the other thing, dude, is there's 2.5 million real estate agents in America. I mean, the average real estate agent makes $25,000. A little under that, actually. Now, just consider this, okay? Consider this. Every one of them has a license. So that didn't do
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
So anybody that thinks I'm going to get a real estate license and that's going to somehow do it, dude, you're wrong, dude. It's going to do nothing, man. Any more than getting a chiropractor license or getting a doctor's degree or whatever, dude. You got to show up. You got to work out the skill of show whatever you're going to do. Just be great at it. Okay. I don't know if that answers your question, but we had to get in the neighborhood. Kevin from Vegas, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, man. How's Vegas
Going on,
today,
man?
Not much, man. I'm just super excited to be on the show.
Yeah, you super excited
It's
right
the
now,
100th episode, man. We're excited too.
dude? Are you super excited right now? Because I'm not getting it. I'm not feeling it, dude.
No, I'm excited, guys.
Go
No,
to
but are you
go
super-
to 100% right now.
Are you super excited?
Go?
Super excited, yeah.
No, dude,
That
come
was
on,
like
man.
65%.
Yeah,
Man.
dude. You can't even park my car. All right, go ahead, bro.
What's
What's
your
happening?
question?
Sorry, guys. My first time, but I'm 19 years old over here in Vegas. I'm actually about to get my real estate license. I'm just wanting to know, like, what do you think makes a great real estate agent?
Dude, what I think makes a great real estate agent is the guy that has swag, that like walks into a meeting and says, okay, what are we doing? I'm going to list your house. Okay, I'm going to list your house. Well, what do you think the house is worth? We're going to decide what the house is worth. The marketplace doesn't decide. The neighbor down the street doesn't decide. That other zip code, the comps that happened in the last 3 months have nothing to do with what we're going to sell your house for. Me and you together are going to determine what this house is worth. Now, here's the listing agreement, okay? I need 1 year to get it done. Sign right there. That's what makes a great real estate agent. Not a guy that goes to a real estate meeting on a Tuesday morning.
And the people who want to become real estate agents because they're like, well, I know people can make a lot of money and they can make their own hours, right? Like the people that freaking make it doing anything, whether it's a multi-level marketing company, whether it's a real estate agent, dude, they freaking hustle all the time. They don't work, 3 hours a day.
You're talking about that meeting we did right now.
Yeah,
you're talking
man,
about
I'm
that
talking
meeting
about
we
that
did in
meeting.
Phoenix because we asked some people in the room, why'd you become a real estate agent? And one of the answers was, I can set my own hours.
Yeah.
What the hell is that, dude?
And that means
first
they
of
work
all,
10 hours a week.
nobody sets their own hours, okay? Okay? The universe has set the freaking clock. Sun comes up, sun goes down, and then it's black for 12 hours. So some people work in the black, man. You a vampire, dude. You only got 12 hours. It's all black, dog. Sun comes up, you're like, shit, I'll die if I stay out there, okay? He goes into his little coffin, man. He's in there planning, man. He's in there planning. He's growing his teeth. He's doing his job, right? He ain't laying down. God don't lay down, dude. It's a 24-hour deal, bro. I don't even know a clock anymore. I put my watches on. I got all my big watches. I'm like, I don't even set them anymore. Right?
So you got to find your own operating clock, right? You don't look at the people around you because 99% of them are operating.
You
with
need to
that
be the
math.
hustler, bro. You need to be the hustler. Not the guy talking about the hustle, but the guy that other people are saying that is actually the hustle. So you could put anybody in a room with me, bro, and they're gonna be like, we don't need to do a comparison, okay? Let's just go out and run a day out. And I'm not doing that for bragging rights. I'm doing it because my family, my kids, and my wife, and my business, and my expansion depends on it, and so does my legacy. Okay, bro, go get it. You got to get great now, dude. Okay, no more holding back.
Thank you.
I thought this was a good one.
And dude, look, you single or married? Is he gone?
I'm single. I'm 19 years old.
You got to quit masturbating. Quit the masturbating, dude. It's draining your energy. When's the last time you masturbated?
Last week.
No, it was last night. It was last night or this morning, one of the two. Okay.
All right, let's go to Tim. Tim, what's going on?
Man, Jared Grant Cardone. How are you doing today?
Good, man.
We're doing great, man. It's
We gotta
the
bleep-
100th episode.
do we have to bleep out the
Freaking
masturbating
life,
thing?
Grant.
Probably should. Would you let your kids watch it?
The 100th episode.
You know, you just gotta think about Sabrina.
Are you there, Grant?
Yeah, we're here,
we all
man.
here,
What's
man.
going
What's
on?
up, man?
Man, you guys changed my life, man. A year ago, I started following you. Read 10x 10 times, Closer Survival Guide, all your webinars, everything I could get my hands on.
You mean hold on? Lewis House is here right now. Are you talking about the webcast that we charge for?
Bought them all, Grant. Watched them all 3 times. Super Life, all this stuff. Changed. I mean, yeah, everything.
Tim, let me ask you this: what's the one thing that you have taken from everything that you've learned from Grant over the last year? When I say, what's your favorite thing that you've learned? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Training. Prepare yourself every freaking day to to handle everything that life's going to throw at you. And if you do that on a daily basis and you're enhancing your game, you're going to be prepared for anything.
Dude, and
So
we got a
that's
guy
what
here
I do
right
every
now.
day.
We got a guy here. This guy is, I like the way you just ran in front of the thing, man. And we got a guy here, Lewis House, I'm going to be doing an interview with him. This guy knows about training. This guy knows about education. This guy knows, he's a millennial. How old are you, dude?
32.
32 years old, just like Jared. I got a couple 32-year-olds with me. Dude,
Just
good
like
to see
me.
you, brother. Good to see you. Sit right here in the middle, man.
There we go.
Okay, Lewis House right here. We're gonna getting the set ready. 100th episode. Who drops in? My boy LH. His new book, okay, The School of Greatness. Dude, I've been waiting for my copy, bro.
signed it
Okay.
specifically for
All right,
Thanks for
all right.
leading the way for all of us young hustlers. Okay. You guys got to get this book. Where's it at right now? Is it being released? Is it out?
It's
What's
the
happening?
second week on the New York Times list. Just hit yesterday.
Oh, dude.
7 weeks in a row. So it's on Amazon. Yeah.
Dude,
Go to
it's
Barnes and
everywhere,
Noble,
so I
it's
can
everywhere, anywhere.
Anywhere you are,
Barnes and
wherever
Noble.
you like to read, wherever you like to get your reading material on. This is Lewis House, at Lewis House. Good guy. Got me actually in the webinar business. I don't know if you know that.
It's
dude.
been working for you, right? You got all these new people who are saying they're
He's like,
buying
I'm
it.
looking for my
dude,
cut,
dude.
man. Where's my cut?
I'm going to tell you guys an inside story, okay? Nobody knows this story. I don't think I've ever told this story. Jared, you were there. You watched the whole deal happen. Me and Lewis did a webinar together, okay?
Crushed it.
Crushed it, right?
People loved it.
But we made a couple of mistakes,
Of course.
okay? So we were doing it on, a Wednesday or something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Something
talking
like
about?
that. You're like,
And
I
he-
told you to hold it back.
He told me, he's like, hey, man, dude, quit telling people about it. We're going to oversell the deal. And I hung
Not
up the phone.
oversell it, but
And he's like,
gonna
people
fill
are
it
going
up.
to be
Yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah.
What cologne you got on, man? You got a cologne on?
it's good, right?
What is it, man?
It's called Creed Aventus.
And
Even the guys like it.
And so he's like, hey, man, hold off on the promo because we're doing it tonight and you don't want more people. People are going to come in and
That
they're
you got
gonna
to turn away.
That you got to
You
turn
don't
away.
upsell
Gotta get
people,
in,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
And I hung up the phone and I'm like, all right, well, he's the expert. But it didn't make sense to me, dude. It was like, it was so contrary to the way I think, right? So I told the staff, hey, don't promote anymore. And then we didn't quite get the number, right? So,
You said never tell me to hold it back
dude,
again.
I told my whole staff, I had a whole meeting, never, okay? So look, don't hold yourself back. Get the book, The School of Greatness.
I wanted to show you a taste of what
Yeah.
was possible, so I said, let's hold it back a little bit.
Yeah.
So next time we'll blow it out of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Lewis. We got an audience. This will probably be one of the most popular shows because we promoted the hell out of it. 100th episode, big deal. I mean, like what it took for us to get here was some commitment and some perseverance.
Right.
You know, what did it take for you writing that book, man?
Dude,
Getting the School of Greatness
I'll tell you
in
what.
print.
Can I tell you the whole story about how it happened?
Let's hear it.
Okay. So this will be, I think, something you'll be interested in. 8 years ago, I had a dream. 8 years ago, I was on my sister's couch. I was playing arena football. I wasn't a bunch of a stud like this guy was playing baseball, right? Back in the day.
Yeah.
I wasn't a stud like him, but I played arena football for a little bit. Got injured, was on my sister's couch, and I got one gift in 2007 during Christmas. We did Secret Santa. I don't know if you guys celebrate Christmas or not. Do you celebrate it?
Yeah, Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, cool.
Hanukkah
You never
too,
know who's
whatever.
listening or
Yeah.
watching, right? So I got one present this Christmas, and it was probably the worst idea that you can give a dyslexic guy. It was a book.
Ah.
It was a book, and as a slow reader, I was like, why did my brother give me this book? But it was the 4 Hour Work Week. Have you read the 4 Hour Work Week?
I've seen it, yeah.
Have you read the 4 Hour Work Week? Or you've seen it?
You know,
No.
He's not a
You're
4-hour
not-
guy.
yeah.
He's like
80-hour
he's
work week.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I read the book.
80 hours would be part-time for me.
Exactly. I read the book, and after 3 days, I finished it, and that was really fast for me to read a book in 3 days. And I said to myself 3 things. One day, I'm going to become really good friends with this guy, Tim Ferriss.
Great guy.
Because he just blew it out of the park.
Yeah.
He was like a sensation at the time, #1 New York Times bestseller for like 2 years or something. And I'm going to become great friends with him. I'm going to, whoever his agent is for this book, did an incredible job packaging it and, and positioning it.
Brilliant.
Everything they did about it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't work 4 hours of work. He's really working,
course
you know.
not.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, he's going to be my agent, whoever this agent is.
Yeah.
And the third thing is, I'm going to write a book that is the catalyst to inspire millions of people around the world in a transition or looking for a new possibility. The way this book was a possibility for me, because it opened up the last 8 years of my life on how to make money, how to be an entrepreneur. I had no clue you could do that stuff. And so I said, I'm going to write a book that inspires millions of people around the world and becomes a New York Times bestseller. I said this 8 years ago.
Wow.
And literally every day I have hustled my face off for 8 years.
Wow.
And now it happened a week ago.
You still got
New
a
York Times.
face, man.
Thank you.
face it.
Trying, you know?
So I'm gonna do an interview with this man at the when this is over. I just wanted to bring you in. We got a bunch of young
real
hustlers.
quick. We got this is a millennial-based show. You got a lot of young people here. They have maybe some uncertainty about where they're at in life. I mean, what piece of advice can you give them that'll like just freaking solidify them into something that they can move forward and have that hustle that you did for the last?
I think if you have uncertainty, you're in a transition, you're younger, 19. I heard 19-year-old kids on here. I think one of the most important things is building belief in yourself that it's possible. The best way to build belief is to build new skills, add new tools to your tool belt. You know, when I was younger, I was learning guitar and salsa dancing, and I was going to Toastmasters to do public speaking classes. I was just building confidence every day and adding new skills and tools. And I would also say, if you don't believe in yourself, find someone who does. So find a mentor or a coach who can at least give you some feedback or some coaching or just give you a challenge for the next week. Go do this, go try this, and then I'll give you feedback on what you did. So just build the momentum.
And a lot of people, are asking about, hey, the School of Greatness just ordered the hardcover on Amazon for $15.99. That's Get Freed.
Thank you.
How much you make on that, man?
Like $1, $2 maybe. Who knows?
I think he makes 15% maybe, like $1.50. Okay, so you have to sell like
$1 million.
He's not going to give up on the webinars. That's just
the webinars are the bread and butter.
if this guy,
the webinars are the bread and butter.
How many vacations have you taken this year? Be honest.
What's a vacation?
Dude, come on, man. I always see you traveling, man.
My life is like, I'm always hustling and vacationing at the same time. It's like I love it so much.
There's no work-life balance. There's no separation.
It's all the same.
Just Lewis.
I'm going on a cruise actually tomorrow called Summit Series. Have you heard of this cruise? It's like the most influential CEOs in the world come together. And so it's going to be like, I'm on a vacation, but really I'm building relationships. It's like it's every day.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I wish I'd have got an invite for that.
Next year.
Yeah. Lewis is an Vaynerchuk. Ty Lopez and Cardone Streams gets around. Great
I've been on a lot of
videos.
podcasts lately.
Awesome.
For the book.
Yeah, you've been on your grind, bro.
Dude, so we got 108 comments in here, Jared. How do these young people who failed keep going? Any advice for that?
The way I look at failure, I never look at failure as a bad thing. I look at it as feedback. I look at it as, okay, this is just information telling me.
I actually look at it as a bad thing.
Really?
I freaking hate it.
That's fine. I look at it as like, okay, I failed. I didn't get the result I wanted. So who do I need to become? What do I need to learn in order to get the result? It's just feedback. It's information for what didn't work.
So he's saying it's just a gauge, like your thermostat.
Yeah,
like, hey, dude, I wanted it at 68. The difference is, what do you do? What do you do when it's getting hot? You like to sleep cold or hot?
Freezing, man.
I love freezing too.
I like it cold, man.
So what do I do if I'm in a hotel and it's not cold? It's not cold.
Dude, it's hard to sleep.
What do you do?
I can't turn the AC up.
I go and change the AC.
Yeah,
and the point is, look, if you're failing and you don't like failing, dude, get up and go change something.
The temperature. I like
and
that.
that's actually a great question, because earlier somebody said, hey, how do you get unstuck? Like when we have guys that, they're like, they go up maybe like a couple weeks and they're kind of drying out. Dude, you got to change something. Start coming in an hour earlier and staying an hour later. Start making the majority of your phone calls before 2 o'clock instead of afternoon, right? So something has to change in your mode of operation.
And in addition to that, as the three of us sit here and become geniuses, I would also say, look, be sure you're picking the right thing. Like
if you're not inspired by it, then it's gonna be hard to sustain it.
Well, I remember being 27 years old.
How long ago was that?
It was 30 years.
Oh, dang. You remember that far back?
You were 2 years old. Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I was 27 years old. I know exactly where I was at, and I was having troubles in my environment. The people that were around me, I didn't like them, and they didn't like me. And I kept thinking, I need to leave. I need to go some other place. But I was there, And so I started labeling the wrong things to fix, because I wanted to think it was Bobby and Larry. And I'm like, you know what? I just need to kick my production up. Yeah. I was already the most productive person there.
Yep.
So I'm like, you know what? If I kick my production up twice, double what it is right now, would I be having a problem with these people?
You wouldn't have time to have.
And that's when I made a decision. Dude, if I have time for criticism or hate or gossip, I'm just not hustling enough.
Right.
This guy's a hustler. Lewis Howes, the book right here, The School of Greatness, man. You got to get it. It's all over the place. This is a good cat. Jared Glant, follow at Jared Glant every
Thursday, noon, East Coast Standard Time. We're going to bring you the show live. It is Young Hustlers. This is Grant Cardone TV. Hey, GC, who condemns the hustle?
Dude, people that have given up, the quitters. The only people that talk about don't hustle, go on vacation, take it easy, do it tomorrow, are the quitters. Don't listen to them and get his book.
All right, guys. See you next week.